Right, welcome back to the program. Let's go back to that promised report by Oko Kuswa on a village called Rindwa. That's on the fringes of Kisumu County, and there is a lot of hue and cry. Some villagers are worried for the future of agriculture in the area, and they're pinning their fear on the issue of sand harvesting. You know, it's an activity they claim is behind the speedy shrinking of farmlands in the village. But there's another group of villagers there who feel like they're actually gaining economic benefits from that particular activity. Oko Kuswa has more. Let's have that report now.
One may be forgiven for mistaking the devastation below as an aftermath of a massive bombing. But these disturbingly deep gullies are a result of a 5-year-old sand harvesting industry at Rindwa village on the shores of Lake Victoria. An economic activity whose outcome has split members of the local community here right in the middle.
Tumekuwa tukipata pesa na hiyo pesa imetusaidia sana. Kuna watoto tumepeleka shule, tumejenga manyumba, wengine wamenunua mang'ombe na kadhalika.
Sand harvesting has been there, but to this extent it doesn't serve purpose of economic value.
George is one of the people who have vowed not to bury their head in the sand and watch as sand mines scoop away agriculture in this village.
Agriculture is sustainable, but this is not.
But those who have discovered the gem in the sand argue that the said farmlands are no longer as lucrative as sand harvesting.
Inaajiri watu wengi, inasaidia tena. Siku hizi hakuna kitu kama uhizi hakuna.
Mguu 10 kichukua mchanga ni 7,000. Tajiri wanachukua 4,000, wafanyikazi wanachukua 3,000. Hii mguu 6 ikichukua mchanga hapa chini ni 4,000. Tajiri wanapata 2,000, wafanyikazi wanapata 2,000.
Eric says that one can carry home up to 6,000 shillings on a good day.
Kama ni kidogo tunatengeneza 2,000.
A rough estimate puts the number of people working at the sand mines at 200. At least 20 lorries leave the mines daily, destined for Siaya, Kisumu, and even far-flung counties like Vihiga, where there is a ready market. However, George and the opponents of sand harvesting say that the disadvantages of the activity outweighs its benefits to the community.
First of all, it is a health hazard. 2, it will reduce the amount of fish that we get from the lake.
A thick forest that used to cover Lake Victoria is no more, not even a single tree standing.
They also claim that the sand mines have become an allure to several school-going children, more so from the nearby Kokise Primary School, where teachers estimate that 40% of the boys work at the mines after school to earn some money.
Naendanga huko chini kupata pesa ili nilete wazazi wangu wapate na chakula. Nikipata kidogo na acha hapo kwa nyumba. Nikiacha hapo kwa nyumba, nikirudi kutoka saa 7 naweza pata kitu nakula, kisha narudi nyumbani, narudi shuleni. Tunalipanga 500 tukitoa huko chini tukirusha juu 500, kisha wanakuongeza 100 juu, sasa inakuwa 600.
They may go to the mining centers even at night. So when it reaches during the day, it is not easy for the learners to concentrate in learning activities.
Charles Onguka, another teacher at the school, explains that there are certain instances when they have been forced to contend with the school dropout.
So sometimes they are directed by their parents to go and work there so that they can get money. Some are living with their old grandmothers, and they are the ones to provide money to feed the family.
A couple of days before we arrived, young John, not his real name, dislocated his left knee after a sand mine caved in on him.
It took almost a month at home. Thereafter he was treated and is now back in class. He cannot concentrate well, so we cannot get better results.
But it is not only John who has gotten hurt at the sand mines. Collins Omondi, a father of 2 little boys, has also had his own share of bad luck while sand harvesting.
Iligonga mguu, mmoja unakimbia hivi. Sasa ile wole kikuja inalalia mguu. Saa zingine inafunika mtu yote mpaka kichwa. ndio kutoe, lakini watu wanakonga chap.
Collins discloses that this is the second time in a month he has survived a mishap at the mines, something that has triggered a rethink in his mind.
Utafanya kazi gani? Utafanya kazi gani?
Nilikuwa nafanyanga farming before. Tarudi tu kwa farming. Kupanda sukuma, nyanya, vitu kama hizo.
But that farming Collins planned to switch to, some people here say, has its own shortcomings brought about by wildlife.
But I don't think the magnitude of monkey or hippos attack on or devastation is not that big, more than the olden days. It is only that these people, they want quick money.
There is no single grass around Lake Victoria's standing that hippos can feed on. Herbivores, where do you want them to feed? They'll come and feed on your crop.
The destruction, as we later come to learn, is not just with the wildlife habitat. Retired teacher J.B. Okacho Saida is a worried man. These huge cracks that have appeared on the walls of his house won't allow him to sleep easy.
The impact of vehicles collecting sand, their sound make the house to vibrate. As a result, cracks have been developed, according to what you see.
He says that his attempts to get the attention of the local chief have hit a brick wall.
So I've got problem as one of the people living with disability.
But unlike Okacho Saida, the other opposers of sand harvesting in Rindwa have not given up just yet.
I would like to urge the county government and stakeholders that are involved that we have a clear policy that involves public-private partnerships so that the repair and reserve can be conserved.
Policy the county government must sit down and draft is how to do a refill to a quarry of this nature. You've had your sand, fine, you have built your beautiful house. How do you pay back in terms of refilling this and rehabilitating the environment?
It is their wish that the regulations they are calling for will help in rebuilding the scarred face of Rindwa. Okukusa, NTV.
All right, thanks, Okukusa, for that report, which now takes us to yet another break. But